Hey there, Fit Elite family, Coach Shane here, and I want to talk to you today about the deadlift. Today we're going to talk about the barbell deadlift. In future videos, I'll talk about the dumbbell deadlift and a kettlebell sumo deadlift. All of them great variations for a very functional movement. When do I deadlift things? Well, a barbell, probably never, or very rarely in class maybe. But in life, all the time, how often are you picking things up off the ground? If we can learn how to move effectively with an apparatus like a dumbbell, kettlebell, or barbell, then we can carry that over into our everyday life of lifting things off the ground, whether it's our kids, laundry basket, moving furniture, etc. So what we want to work on today first is our barbell deadlift. And with the deadlift, it all starts with the setup. Make sure that you are hiding or lining it properly under the barbell. So the first thing we'll see is you want to cut your foot in half with the barbell. So when I cut my foot in half, I want to make sure that I have the barbell in the middle of my foot. I always tell people, hide the knots of your shoelaces. And that's just a good spot for me to know, okay, it's close to my body, not right against my shin, but very close where I'm hiding the knots of my shoelaces when I set up for the deadlift. My feet are hip width apart. So again, a way to find my proper stance is my power jumping stance. If I jump up and down, stop moving, that's how far apart I want to have my feet. That's where my power comes from. So I set up here. I hide the knots of my shoelaces. I'm in my power stance. I get into my bracing. My tummy's tight. Big breath in. Now, I want to make sure that I know what that feels like to have a tight core. Core is really important here, and my upper back is important in the deadlift, believe it or not. You think it's a lower body movement, but your upper back is often the limiting factor to keep my lower back safe. So I've grabbed the barbell, so I'm set up where I want to be. The next step is to go down and grab the barbell with my hands outside of my knees. And now I put tension on the barbell. I have tension on the barbell. I raise my shoulders up a little bit. Notice I have a nice flat back, a neutral chin here. I'm gazing at a spot about 2 feet in front of me. From here to deadlift, I drive through my heels, pressing into the ground, and stand up tall, squeezing my butt at the top. That is a full lockout of my deadlift. And then I carry it along my body back down to the ground in a great starting position. So let's review that. It starts with the bracing. I hide the knots of my shoelaces underneath that barbell. I grab the barbell, I get a little tension. You might be able to hear that little rock. I get a little tension here, set up, nice flat back, my shoulder blades are squeezed together, and I'm standing up for my deadlift. And to return to the ground, I follow it right back down. Again, returning with a straight back, neutral chin, hips and shoulders moving together. That's an important thing to remember. When I do my deadlift and I'm set up here, I set up, have that tension. Now as I go, my hips and shoulders rise together. A common thing that we'll see here is a shoulder moving first, and now it becomes a very quad dominant movement. I'm not really engaging in posterior chain here. Or I see the hips coming first and then coming up. Now again, I'm putting a lot of that pressure on my low back. So I want to focus on, as I'm lifting here, the two move together. My hips and shoulders move together, and the same thing reverse. That, y'all, is the barbell deadlift. Watch for future videos where we're talking about the dumbbell deadlift and our kettlebell sumo deadlift. Thanks, guys.